Hello there, Nurit. Alright, let's go. So the bar chart shows the forecasted number of visitors in four different cities. Okay. For during, let's just say, I'm just trying to think of a way we could get this to be much more brief. Okay, because look how many times we have to say cities. Okay, four different cities. So let's see. The bar chart shows the number of forecasted visitors from three different countries, Mexico, Canada, and the USA, to, actually, see, the bar chart shows the forecasted number of visitors to four European cities, London, Paris, Madrid, and Istanbul, from Mexico, Canada, and the USA in 2018. One sentence, okay? Bang, 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 bang. Much clearer. Full stop. Let's get started. But it's a good start. Okay, let's see. The pie chart shows the USA is clearly the country that will send the most visitors. Paris will be the main city traveled to from the USA, representing 100,000 people, or receiving 100,000 people. Full stop. London will have 80,000, comma, while Madrid and Istanbul between 60 to 70,000 respectively. Okay. Canada will send less people to visit these cities. Less than who? I don't know, because it started a new paragraph, so it's different. It's difficult to make a comparison immediately. So we could say, let's see, Canada. Let's see. The most favored destination for Canadians is Istanbul, representing something, something, something. Okay, the chart illustrates that Mexico will be the country with the least amount of people traveling in comparison to the others. Least amount of people traveling in comparison to the USA. However, it will still have a high volume of people traveling. It will still have still represent the highest number of people traveling to Madrid at over 60,000. Full stop. What could we say instead of people traveling? Well, we could say travelers. We could say tourists. We could also use the nationality, okay, of the countries, and this just helps us introduce more variety into the report. Okay. Overall should be a new sentence, a new paragraph, because it's like your summary. Overall, the bar chart represents the expected amount of... Okay, overall, the bar chart shows each country has a clear favored destination. USA, Paris, Canada, Istanbul, and Mexico, Madrid. However, London fails to reach the position of favourite regardless of country. Okay, and that's the exception that we're going to talk about. The general pattern here is that each country has a favourite, and the exception is London, which is not the favourite by any country. Okay, I also sent a video telling you about the Task 1 course, okay, showing you how to access it if you haven't managed to yet. Alright, let's carry on. So there is a common debate on how copyright laws, no capital C, influence society regarding work and study. Good. Some people believe that they limit human creativity. Others state that the authors should be rewarded and protected from others using content without permission. Full stop. Okay, I just wanted to shorten it because I could see that it was going to be a lengthy introduction, which was not necessary. And we remember, try to avoid the personal pronouns. Save them for the very, very last. Okay? This essay will demonstrate how society needs rules and limitations regarding the internet, using examples from Google and online libraries to demonstrate points and support arguments. This sentence, alright, you've done it wonderfully, but remember what I said about the personal pronouns, because it would have just sounded so much more academic. And it's frustrating for me because you're so close, and I know you can do this. Okay, all we need to do is just follow that sentence guide a little bit stricter. Okay, and we're going to be laughing. All right, we're going to nail this. Firstly, the increase in technology and access to articles available in the public domain has provided a useful tool of research for students and researchers. That doesn't sound that eloquent, yeah? Of research for students and researchers. Let's see, maybe if we'd have just said scientists, that would have been better. This tool has been rising significantly due to the need of information in a fast manner. The majority of these, for example, programs such as Google, have influenced dramatically how students use the information. However, some people state that copyright laws limit creativity due to the influence of rewriting. Okay, furthermore, recent studies from The Economist show that 40% of students rewrite articles for their assignments. Therefore, rules are needed to avoid plagiarism, but without negatively influencing creativity. Full stop. Okay, I skipped over a few sentences there because we could have got the same argument across without those extra sentences. Okay, so be careful about that. Secondly, globalization and technological developments have changed severely, resulting on how people learn. Some people claim, I try to teach students to avoid using words like some. I mean, imagine now if I'd have said various educational experts claim that the option available on read-only protects and rewards the author. Okay, it just sounds a little bit better. Or various technology experts or numerous sociological analysts claim, yeah, it just sounds a little bit better, all right? And so try to introduce those terms. Let's go. For example, recent studies show that over 52.3%, well done, of people would prefer to read books from online libraries. Furthermore, in Brazil, over a third of writers in the local writing club have published online. Therefore, students, we could say, the scientific community benefit from its usage by learning faster in comparison to a few decades ago. In conclusion, I believe society would function better with rules and regulations as they are needed to control the incorrect usage of content. If people were more concerned about ethics, society would benefit more from each other's knowledge. Okay. Check your spelling there, and you'll also probably need to do some research regarding Saxon genitive, okay, because the knowledge of each other, okay, should be translated to from each other's knowledge, which when spoken sounds correct, but you need to put the Saxon genitive comma on there. All right, well done there, Nurit. Let me know if you're still having problems accessing the task 1. It would be a shame if you couldn't, and you're fully entitled to it. So please have a look and then let me know. Okay, take care, and well done, Nurit. Keep on improving. Let's do this. We're on the right track, so keep going, keep writing essays, and we'll get there eventually. Okay, all the best.